guys, Darren from venomfluidart.
With Bubbles.
Can't forget Bubbles.
Because I won't let you.
No doubt.
Here we are again.
We are.
Saturday night, craft night.
Craft night.
Yes, we're at it again.
What are we doing this week, Bubbles?
Well, I actually seen a few weeks ago, Creations with Tonya.
Yes.
Did some amazing resin trinket dish. It was just, wow.
It was awesome.
So if you missed it, guys, we'll put the link up on the screen right now, but please check her out because it was really beautiful. But it got me to thinking. We did the plaster candle holders.
We did.
And I thought for people out there that can't use resin due to health issues with the fumes of the resin,
Yep.
they can still have a go at a trinket dish, but with plaster, like we did with the candle holders. So
why not?
That way, these people don't miss out that want to give something different a go. They've really wanted to use resin but can't.
Yep.
They can still make their own trinket dishes, candle holders, sort of sky's the limit. But you just have to think, when you're decorating, different way to resin.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought we'll roll with today.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, some people have small spaces, whether they're working in their kitchen, you don't really want resin in your kitchen.
Yep.
Stink out the whole household,
Exactly.
so everyone else is yelling at you.
Fumes are bad.
So, but still, when using the plaster, you got to remember it's still a dust particle coming off that powder, so still wear a mask, just for safety. Always safety first.
Absolutely. All right.
But no fumes.
What we'll do is move those out of the way. We're going to make multicoloured ones, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
All right, so multicoloured ones. They're a set of kitchen scales, some cups. All right, and what we're going to do is put a cup on. I'm going to add about 20 ml of water. If I can get the lid open. All right.
Absolutely. And I mean, one other joy too with plaster, which I'll just show you, this good sized chunky bag here, $4.95, your local bargain store. So it's not an expensive one either. And I mean, for these two dishes, we're probably going to use, what, 150 grams of plaster?
Yeah, roughly.
And
hopefully
your $4 bag is a kilo bag. So, you know, a little bit goes a long way.
All right, so I'm just adding 20 grams of water to each of these.
Do you like my genius with the drink bottle?
That's amazing. It helps make it so accurate.
Yeah, well, I was thinking if you made me have a go, I won't spill that.
All right, colours. We have a pearl blue by Montmart.
$6.
$6 tube.
Yep.
We've got a pearl purple. Which is that one. $6.
Yep.
And we have an Amsterdam, I can't read it, permanent red violet. So that's what we're going to do.
We just thought those colours would look pretty cool together, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Now, keep in mind, you're going to be mixing it in white powder, so the colours will mute out more pastel than what they usually would be. So.
And we haven't found clear plaster.
No. So, I'm going to put about 5 grams of paint in with the 20 grams of water.
So you're not using a lot at all either.
Nah. All right, we'll start with that. See what the colour looks like when we mix it. So. It still looks pretty.
That's a gorgeous colour, that.
That is. I quite like that. Now, if you want it darker, that's easy enough too. You just grab a bit more paint wherever Bubbles has just moved it to.
Well, because I'm OCD, it's back where it belongs on the pile.
All right, you
sorry.
can double up. So.
And don't put his paint away before he's finished
There you go.
using it. There you go, dear.
So 10 grams, 20 grams of water. All right, mix that in. Give it a good mix. So what I'll do is hand that over to Bubbles. She can keep mixing.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that way, you know.
Don't worry, I got this.
Right, now we'll grab the blue.
I love that blue.
We'll give that 10 grams.
Oh, it's Pearl Sapphire by Montmart. So beautiful.
All right.
Really beautiful.
So we've got 10 grams of the blue. And to speed things up, because you don't want to watch us mixing this all day long.
No, and if you do paint pouring, in your blooms and cells, great colour, tubey paint.
Right, so we've got 10 grams of the purple in that. Alright, so what we'll do is mix these up and then show you the colours in a second.
Absolutely. Stir, 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 Wombat.
Alrighty, so that is going to be our blue. It's a pearl blue.
Really beautiful colour.
We got our pearl purple. And our lovely magenta. So I'll give those to Bubbles.
You trusting me with cups?
I am. I've got a lot of faith in you. Right, now, get our scales, set them to 0. We need about 150 grams of water.
Yep.
Now, we've already put 60 grams of water in those little
we
cups.
minus that out to go
So we're going to
90.
take that out. We're going to only just use 90 grams of water.
Look at us rocking it without a calculator.
I know. Anyone would think I'd done math before.
Old school. We weren't allowed to use the calculator. Not you got to advanced math.
Boom!
Alrighty, there we go.
Close enough. Now, what we'll do is, I'll move the scales out of the way. We're going to add our 300 grams of plaster. Bit by bit though.
Mixing slowly, slowly as we
Right,
go.
so I'll probably put about a quarter of that in to start with. Grab our little stirring stick. And all you're going to do is, same as we did on the candle video, just mix that in bit by bit until it's all mixed in. No lumpy bits, no chunky bits. Like so. Right, so that's our first part. Add some more. So what I'll do is, I'll pause it here. And we'll be back once I've fully mixed this in. Rather than you sitting around watching me stir plaster.
It's really not that interesting.
It's really not that interesting.
No. But main idea's there.
Exactly.
Alright, that's all nicely mixed up now.
Okie dokie. So what we'll do is add that to our water. We'll start with about 100 grams in each one. See how it mixes in.
Do you want me to start stirring for you?
Yep, you can stir that one.
Yep, perfect. And one of the best tips and tricks we can always give you too when working with plaster is always use cold water.
Yes.
Really can't say that enough, only because you use warm water, you're going to have no working time because she's going to set real quick. You won't have the time to move and mould nicely, will you?
No, so that's your one. Give me the purple one again, because I went a little bit over. I put 130 in those, which is roughly where we want it anyway.
Too easy.
So we'll just put another bit in this one.
Oh man, these colours are going gorgeous.
Aren't they luscious?
Tell you what, they're not pasteling out as much as what the candle holders did. But I think we used a lot less paint in that as well.
Yeah, I did. Alright, so there's about 130 grams in each one. And all we're going to do is mix those up. Like that.
Get that pasty-like consistency.
Yeah.
Always scrape your sides too.
Yep, scrape the sides, scrape the bottom. Make sure you've got no lumpy bits. You don't want lumpy bits.
Because they're a nightmare.
Alright, give it a good mix. I mean, you don't have to be as rough as we are with this. You can be
I like being rough.
more gentle as you do it. That way you won't introduce as many bubbles.
What's wrong with bubbles?
Yeah, bubbles is great.
Thank you.
But we're sort of pushed for time because we don't want to run 2 hours into a video just stirring pasta.
I don't know, it is quite therapeutic.
Well, it is. I quite like it.
Beaten up plaster.
Right, so that one's smooth as. Perfect.
Do you want to check mine?
Oh, look at that. She did great.
Thank you, sir.
See, one bubble.
Praise
Nice
me.
Alright, then we've got our magenta one.
Man, them colours still pop. They
Don't
didn't
know
really
what.
mute as much as I thought they would. Let me get rid of that now for you.
Yeah.
Yep, done.
Alright, so like that.
Geez, that Amsterdam paint's good, isn't it?
It is. Alright, so we'll put them to one side for a minute.
Yep.
Let some of the air come out of it. And then we will pour them into the moulds.
Trinket dish time.
Okie dokie.
We're back. Colours ready to go.
Colours are ready to go. Get our mould. What I'm going to do is...
Fill those edges first.
Yeah. Fill it in the edges. I'm going to make mine multicoloured.
No doubt. Here comes Picasso again.
Yeah.
Remember this with the candles, mister.
Yeah.
You're always thinking, what if I do this?
So I'm going to put some in there, like that. Grab my blue.
Love that blue. Really love it.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, as I said, that's the Pearl Sapphire. It's the Dimension Acrylic Premium by Montmartre. Cheap paint, but it's gorgeous.
Right, so all you're doing is filling in that little lip first.
Just so everything runs smooth around it.
Yep, that way it goes all the way to the bottom.
You know what that reminds me of? The old Vegemite ad with the little girl. All the way to the bottom of the jar.
Okay, so what I'll do is start with that. Tap it. Make sure you get all that plaster to go right down into the actual
Lip of the mould.
lip of the mould. It needs to go right down to the very bottom of that, otherwise you'll get air bubbles in it and it's going to look like crap when it's done. So just give it a tap.
But it's like with anything. Practice makes perfect.
That's it, exactly.
You improve every time, live and learn.
Alright, so that goes in there like that. I'm just going to add blobs here and there. But
And I mean, even these moulds, we didn't go out and buy expensive ones.
nope.
I think these silicone moulds were actually, over here in Australia, our Kmart. They were $3 each.
Yep, $3 for the silicone molds.
So, nice and cheap again. Good project to do with the kids or gifts at Christmas.
Absolutely.
Market stores.
Get some purple.
Or as we know, grandparents are the backbone to any family, so these can make amazing gifts. The kids even make them.
Yeah.
Something handmade. That's where memories come from.
Absolutely. Add blobs here and there. And I'm just gonna
Here comes the skewer again.
out comes the skewer.
Look at the swirls.
Just, you know, why not?
Because you can.
Right, so give that a little vibrate. That brings it up.
I can see the pesky bubbles.
Yep, that's alright. All you do is give them a little pop. Like that. Right. That's not right up to the top.
A little bit more.
So, add a bit more purple here and there.
Oh no, you're going to have to get the skewer out again.
Oh no, I'm going to have to get the skewer out. I know.
What a shame.
I know.
I love how everything you do, there's an opportunity for that skewer.
Blob it in.
Blob it in.
Blob it in. Awesome project to do with the kids or grandkids or whatever.
Absolutely, even for yourself.
Yeah, even
I
for
love doing stuff like this all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like our house has rarely got bought stuff in it.
Exactly.
Even our furniture. You've made it.
So,
Actually, I'll have to share that one day.
woohoo! Flicking everywhere.
Wombat's woodwork. It's gorgeous. I have fish tank cabinets, bookcases.
You do. You got all sorts of cool stuff in here.
Actually, that's another cool project we'll bring to you soon. We've got our son actually made a really cool little coffee table, or like a little side table. So we're going to decorate that soon too.
That we are. Alright, so I'll just put a swirly plating in that.
I think that's going to look really cool, you know.
Pop some pesky bubbles. Give that a pop. 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 This is fun.
And sometimes too, for everyone out there that does paint pouring like we do, sometimes you don't have the weather that suits your paint pouring.
No.
So it's just another project you can sink your teeth into.
Exactly. No, then if you use a thinner skewer, you can do thinner lines.
Yeah, you can. Some really cool, crazy effects going on.
Yeah. Alright. I'll put that across to one side. We'll let that dry.
Beautiful. That's really cool, actually. I noticed you didn't say, hey, Bubbles, can you put this over there?
No.
I was allowed to play with the half-filled cups.
You were. This one, not so much.
Yeah, I would have splattered it.
Alright. Hopefully there's enough for you in your one there, Bubblina.
Alrighty, we'll soon find out.
Yeah. Got to work quick because they're starting to thicken up.
Yep, gotcha.
But these are perfect. I mean, wear your dust mask if you're going to be using plaster. That's
Yeah.
a given.
Absolutely, but as we said, for people that can't use resin, we just thought, well, guys, this is another option of something maybe you could do.
Exactly. As this stuff cures, it doesn't smell at all. There's no smell to it.
No.
You can't even smell the tube paint we've added to the plaster.
No.
So
we just thought it was just another option for people to be able to create that can't really want to try resin but can't. Just something different.
yeah.
Especially if it's too hot and your paints are turning to water when you're trying to do a pour. Just gives you something different to do.
Yeah, it does. No smell.
Nah. None at all. That should do that.
I mean, this stuff here will be hard enough to demold by this time tomorrow, so roughly 24 hours.
But you got to remember, plaster's made up of water, yeah?
Yep, but it's best to leave it a couple of weeks, let it fully cure before you start messing around with it.
Because full of water, just because it's feels touch dry on the surface, there's still a lot of water in there.
Yeah. I mean, we cheated really with our candle ones. We left them, what, a week and a half?
Well, yeah, at least a week and a half.
Yeah, before we started decorating them and things like that.
Which is not cheating, I think it's just clever because you're giving everything time to set and...
Yeah. But it definitely is a load of fun.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you one thing too, this compared to resin, it's not sticky, tacky.
No, you get it on your hands, it washes off.
Real easy, which is good for bubbles.
Yeah.
Because as we know, when I paint, I get stuff everywhere.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love resin. I mean, I've been playing with it for, what, 35 years now?
Yeah, and some.
And I love the stuff. But you have to be super careful with it because it is toxic. It can hurt your eyes, it can hurt your lungs, it goes into your skin, causes all sorts of nasty things. And, you know...
For those that do have heart health issues,
yeah,
not worth it.
The resin itself is expensive, but the PPE you need to actually protect yourself is just as expensive. You need the decent respirators, safety glasses. You need to cover every inch of skin realistically, because it is pretty nasty stuff. So even the low VOC stuff, you can still smell it.
Geez, that pink's thickening up quicker than the rest now.
Yeah.
It's all right. We're working.
That's all right.
We're working fast.
You've got about, 40 minutes, 45 minutes before it starts getting too lumpy to do anything with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, if you're working in your kitchen doing this, put a sheet of plastic down or newspaper or something.
Did I just splat my face?
You did splat your face.
Gab
So,
bubbles.
It appeared to wear a dust mask and safety glasses. You don't want this stuff in your eye, it hurts.
Or to get it on your real glasses like Bubbles just did.
Yep.
Yep, did that too.
And if you're going to rinse that off your glasses, which I know you're going to have to now, wet it with a spray so that it flushes it off rather than rub it in, otherwise it will scratch the glass.
Tell you what, Princess, you got this mixture spot on for measurement. You're pretty talented.
I knew I'd be reasonably close. It's not a bad guesstimate.
I think that might do that one.
Alright, so just give it a tap, get all the air bubbles up at the surface.
Notice Bubbles gets more than one bit.
Don't use a torch on the silicone moulds. Like that type of torch. You will destroy your silicone moulds with it.
Actually, in the video we advised in the beginning, creations from Tonya, she's got an actual cool lighter she used.
Long neck lighter.
Yep.
Yep, the long neck lighters work really, really well. I use those for my resin moulds.
So, if you're not sure what one looks like, she uses one in that video. It's just sometimes it's good to eyeball something and see what it looks like.
Yeah, well, I do have one here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
Nah. But yeah, all it is a lighter with a long neck on it.
Don't go from like a marble pattern like that.
That looks cool.
Popping my bubbles once again.
Love it.
Not that this bubble's pesky, but these ones are in your resin and your plaster.
They are.
Well, they are in resin too. You don't want them. Oh, that little cheeky bugger.
Yeah, some of them are so like
They are
really
determined
hard.
to live.
Yeah, they're really hard to pop.
I hope I haven't overfilled this for you, Wombat, because you're going to have to carry it to the table.
No doubt.
Not my problem once I finish. That's all on you.
I see.
You got this.
I got this.
And if by chance, guys, you hear hysterical laughter coming from the bubbles, you know he dropped it. But we're not going to hope that. Well, I think that one is...
Pretty cool.
No, that paisley sort of look to it.
I'll do a little flyover because it'll probably show that up better on the camera than what this video camera is.
Yeah, yeah. Just saying. You spot any more of them pesky little bubbles?
Oh, you're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Like I said, all you do is tap the table beside you. And any that are in there will pop up to the surface.
And the good thing is that's the bottom of your trinket dish anyway.
It is the bottom, so.
At least they're not on the other end.
Exactly.
Alright, I think that one might rock it. That's
Okie
pretty
dokie.
cool.
What we'll do is pause here.
Yep.
We'll let these dry.
Yeah.
And we'll come up with our next little section that we're going to do.
Yeah, we will.
Okie dokie. We're back.
Round 2. So, when we did the candle holders originally, people had asked us whether you could put skins on them.
Yeah.
So, we're going to show you. Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
So, we're using this, which is...
This here is actually a aluminiumized silicon mat from a vacuum forming machine.
Yeah.
That's what vacuum forms your kitchen doors and things like that. That's actually the bladder out of one.
Yeah, well, you can just use silicone mats you can buy.
Yeah, you
things
can
like
buy
that.
silicon mats and things like that.
But we had this
That
laying
one I've
around.
had there for 30 years, back in my previous life.
So, cut to fit.
Yeah.
Now, you can use tiles as well. We do advise. These ones have got that really shiny coating.
Yep.
Where this one,
Is a matte finish.
and you can see where we've tried to get a skin off, and it sticks to it. That one, you don't use a rough surface tile because
Yeah.
they stick to it. You're going to wreck your tile, get upset.
Yeah, you're better off with a glossy tile to make your skins on. They peel off a whole heap easier.
So, and that's of course if you don't have a silicone mat, but you got a tile.
Yep, if you've got a tile and you don't have a silicone mat, use the tile.
No great loss.
We've got some there that are 12 inch by 12 inch.
Yep.
So, yeah, 12 inch by 12 inch would be more than enough to make 2 of those skins for that little dish thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But I like the silicone just because less chance of ripping that skin.
Yeah.
You don't have to get the blades out and score the edges of the tile, or some people like to soak them in water too.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. I got mould worries. I just wonder.
Silicone mats work really, really well.
Yeah. So I'm thinking for this one, we're just going to do a big radial.
Okay.
Get heaps of juicy cells, which I think will make a really cool skin.
I think so too.
So, and I recently was working on a Halloween project that I promised everyone I'd finish from last year. Finally got round to it. Yeah, it's done. But
Is that your boo?
my boo,
Yes.
I will share my boo soon on the Halloween special we got coming up with the FluidArt Express. I'll get it out and show you my boo.
Excellent.
It's pretty spectacular, I will say that one.
It turned out great, didn't it?
Oh, I was super proud of her. So, turned it into a tea light holder, candle holder. It's funny, I've been sitting on it for a year, but it was just the fact that I had to figure out the right idea for what I was going to do. Every now and then you just got to wait and be patient. Alright.
I keep looking at you, you got plaster dots all over your face.
Yeah, try painting with it. You said to me, alright, Bubbles, you can do the skin. I went, yeah, great.
Yeah, you can make the skin.
I've got like splashes of pink and purple and blue plaster all over me.
You're the radial queen.
I don't know how I got it on my glasses.
Show me what you got.
It must have been when I was popping the bubbles that splashed on me.
Yes. That's why it pays to wear safety glasses when you're doing that little tap, tap, tap.
Yeah, I know. I need to get a set to go over my glasses.
Yes.
Because that was the issue I had. And just because we're sharing a skin, this is for you, my dear.
Oh, thank you.
So...
That's my lovely pink with the blue shift.
It is.
I love it.
I know you do, so... I'm being super kind.
Thank you. You're adorable.
I know, right? Alright, so... Get rid of that paper towel, that's a bit crusty.
Hopefully it's big enough to make 2 dishes out of.
Ah, should be good.
If not, I'm going to make mine a patchwork quilt.
That's cool.
I'll do it like Pam did.
Oh.
With her little jigsaw puzzle ones.
That was
They are phenomenal.
Pieces of her series, she called it, actually. I think she's up to number 8 now, but you think about it, that all those skins have been intricately and delicately cut out by hand.
Yeah, and it all fits together like a jigsaw puzzle. Actually, we'll throw it up on the screen now.
We'll throw a few of them up because, as I said, we're up to number 8 in the series now. And the work and the meaning behind this work, actually, is absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm going to throw another custom up your love here.
Oh, luscious.
I am just on my best behaviour for you today.
I know, check this out.
And, you know, I just put down Southern Ocean Blue, so I'll put my blues down first, so it's a best of both colour palettes we love.
They are.
Combined. So, teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely.
You know what, I'm going to leave my lemon sorbet out though.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to use both of our favourite custom orange.
Oh.
Now this one, really cool colour. If you're in Australia, they were really cheap actually. They're shift colours that we got from Bunnings actually, the Boyle colours.
They were Boyle colours. They don't sell them anymore, but...
No, so I'm going to be on the hunt to see if anywhere else actually does. Because these colours, I can't believe they took these out and left some of the other Boyles that they got there that are nowhere as beautiful as these.
No, I actually emailed them. They don't make them anymore.
Damn it. Fair enough.
Tried.
Fair enough. Alright, going in with our favourite. This one started as, it was either Mosh or Boogie. And then Wombat gets his hands on it. And it's super cool actually what this one does to other colours.
And best of all, it lights up under a black light.
Beautifully. Which this is in my boo.
It is.
So when I do my reel and my boo, it's going to be one with the black light, one without.
Yep.
She shines bright. Have I told you I'm proud of my boo?
I'm hearing it.
I'm digging projects again. They're pretty cool. And 2 more colours, we're rocking it. Of course, would not be a Wombat painting
Neon magenta.
without his neon magenta.
I love that colour. I just like to sprinkle that everywhere. It's like you with Southern Ocean Blue.
Oh yeah, and taffy.
Yep.
Taffy. Now you've done it. Does everyone know I love taffy? Because really do. Told you I love taffy, right?
You did tell me you love taffy.
Just checking. I don't want anyone to forget. I want everyone to think of Bubbles and go, I need to buy some taffy.
I'll have a talk to Santa and see what he's organised for you.
Well, I'm hoping taffy because I can't hint anymore. The subliminal messages are there, hun. And look what else I'm doing.
Oh, love it. Neon perp.
I'm just looking for any little bits, which won't really matter.
No, like you say, it's only going to be a skin, so...
Yeah. There you go, you got that. And now, the last bubble's favourite for any radial. But it's got to be just a slither. You know?
Just a smidgen?
And Bubbles forgot to mix it earlier, so... I do. Excuse me for the delay, but it's coming.
So it's Christmas.
No, no. Well, that is too, but that never stops coming every year. It seems to just get quicker. Alright, that'll do us.
At the recording of this video, it's only 15 Fridays.
I know, scary thought, isn't it? You remember as a kid it took forever to get to Christmas, and now you think, hang on, here it comes again. Blink and there's Christmas.
Yeah, I only just get the Christmas lights down. I've got to put them back up again.
Who gets them down? Be honest now, because you would leave them up 24/7, 365 days a year.
Yes, I would. I love blinkies.
You do love Christmas and happiness and lights, and
I do love Christmas lights. They absolutely rock my world.
we have lasers, we have bubbles.
Yep, bubble machines and lasers and smoke machines and...
Put it this way, guys, we have been together now for 26 plus years. And it started the first year we got together. He got his dad actually bought him his first set of Christmas lights, and the addiction began. So something new was bought every year, and then it got to 10 new things every year. So you can just imagine our house at Christmas.
Clark Griswold's got nothing on me.
The aliens are going. We know exactly where you live.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Alright, I'm just going to load up my palette knife now. I was going to add some white, but you know what? With that palette, I'm thinking no.
I reckon Rock Black Selectivator will be gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm going to go black only. The only thing that can bugger me when I do these is the angle you're on. Down low.
Ah, yeah.
So, take a breath.
Fingers crossed.
Tongue out.
Moment of silence.
Now what I'm going to do, because I can see the CA is getting thin there, so I'm actually going to stop right there. And what I'm going to do, because I want that heavy centre, because then you get them perfect cells in the centre if you just leave it alone and let them sink. So I always like my CA on a radial, probably twice as thick as a lot of people would. Don't get the instant gratification, but you get a smile when they all come through. We might go this way now. And just walk your finger. See how I'm stopping to get cells there? Just lift. As I said, not my best angle for doing radials like down there, but that's alright. It's no tragedy.
That's because it's usually up on a...
Yeah. And just the way my wrists work, I've got to get a certain angle, which is pretty cool. We've got this. I just want that extra colour on the edges there to light up for me. I'm going to leave that like that for now. Alright. Now you can see that's still sinking.
Yeah. Super colourful.
Yeah, it is. One thing you can do, which people will tell you not to, I can see that puddle. Bring it over. It's not going to hurt it. It's just going to be one big ass skin. So, next question is, Wombat.
Yes.
Do you want it to be just a radial, or do you want that skewer through it?
Mate, I want you to surprise me.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm easy. You know what I'm like.
Might just see what she does first.
Yeah.
We'll open her up. You got some cool stuff to work with there, look at that.
Yeah.
And big ass pebble cells on the side.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of making skins.
Yeah, it is.
You can pick out your best parts you like, chop them out, and then stitch them in together.
That is still going to sink. I think that is far enough. What do you reckon?
I reckon. That should be good.
I'll get away with that if I get to the centre. Just got to stay away from the mould and just do little pops.
The beauty of that silicone mat that you're using,
Yep.
that's heat resistant.
Oh, yay. Bubbles proof.
Yeah. It's impregnated with aluminium. Or if you're in America, aluminum.
Fair
So
enough.
it's designed to be cooked up to, you know, quite hot.
Nice. Bubble safe. There we go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we have a hell of a lot of cells to play with.
Yeah.
I could see you going for that section right there.
Oh, I'm looking at it going, oh.
I'm taking the centre.
No doubt.
I love my bubble centres.
All right. Well, what we'll do is put that across to one side.
Yep.
And we'll come back once our moulds are dried so we can have a play with our skins.
Absolutely. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to our lounge room. So, now we've got our plasters. Our little trinket dishes have been taken out of their moulds, and that's what they look like. Pretty cool, right? So, now what we're going to do, remember we did our skin. This is how he's turned out here. So, pretty bright and spectacular, I reckon. So what we used in this one is we had, well, actually I'll let Darren explain what it was. A heat-proof mat.
It is. It's an aluminiumised silicone rubber mat.
Just because at the time I didn't have a silicone mat, but now I have this massive one I got from the FluidArt company, and it's amazing. So more skins coming now. So what I like to do when I'm getting taking a skin off, just go around your edges first, just to lift everything up, and you can see it just fingernail or toothpick, whatever you like, just to get them edges away from the sides there. And just work your way around. So I'm just sliding my thumb really easily under there because I don't like to really pull on the skin too much at first. Not unless I sort of have to. Because I do sort of find I want to try and keep the skin as flat as possible. And I think when you pull and push on them too much, you can sort of distort them a bit. A lot of people, if you don't have a silicone mat, you can just use a tile. Probably better to use a shiny surface tile. We've tried it in the past. We actually had one that was a more porous, rough sort of surface.
Yeah, it's like a matte finish.
And believe me, that was a bugger to get off.
Yeah, they're a lot harder to get off.
So I've heard a lot of people sort of mention that they soak theirs in water. I'm sort of a bit, I'm hesitant on water. I worry about mould only because I'm so allergic to it. And you think, yes, it can get into materials quite easily. So I sort of stay away from the water and just slowly, you're not in a hurry. And you find if you get too rough and try and move it all too quick, that's when you can easily tear them. So just work with it. So I'm just sort of pushing down on the bottom as I'm slowly peeling the top up and just working my way around. But the best trick, I reckon, is to go around the edges first and make sure they're all nice and loose. And just keep moving it around. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on. I'm just, because I've got really bad hands lately, so I don't have the strength. So just nice and easy. And now we have our fabulous skin off the base. That's what it looks like. And Wombat and I are now going to cut this in half and fight over the best pieces so we can make and finish off our little trinket dishes. So stay tuned. We might come back after we fight after the skin.
Do what I should. I'd be better if I thought I could. I'm a sucker for adrenaline. Every villain is. Everybody trying to change my ways, but I live just to see you break. I'm a sucker for adrenaline. Every villain is. You take the high road, I'll take the low. Everyone lies cause everyone knows. Feels good to be, feels good to be, feels good to be a little bit bad. Feels good to be, feels good to be, feels good to be a little bit bad. Oh, a little bit bad. Feels good to be a little bit bad. I'll admit I'm a little bit wicked. I belong in the grave I'm digging. I live like a villain lives. I come alive when I lose control. Everyone lies just to ease their soul. Feels good to be, feels good to be, feels good to be a little bit bad. Feels good to be, feels good to be, feels good to be a little bit bad.
Alright, we are back and we survived our fight over the skins. You know, you've got to get the best piece.
I got the leftovers.
And especially when we're so highly competitive. But anyway, so what the idea between these two different ones are, when Wombat did his, he used, I'll put that one down for a minute, so the whole skin to layer the background. And then if you just get a few stickers, or you could embellish with paint pens, we've got a few little diamantes around the outer edges there. So just another fun thing that grandparents can do with their grandkids at Christmas time, or even if you just want something different to sell at markets. It's just something quick, simple, and really cheap to do.
Yeah, it is. Super
So
cheap.
my idea with my one was just so I cut out my skins, so did the little flowers and whatnot. So just different effects you can get, so a bit more simplistic, and of course the Wombat's wild and wonderful. But it just shows you the different effects you can get with using paint skins as well.
Yeah, it is. It's a load of fun.
Yeah, put it together with your arts and crafts and you can get some amazing gifts, or just something, you know, that you want to put around your house, make it a bit more unique to you. So that is us for this week.
That is, my little Bubblina.
We were going to do this monthly, but it got sidetracked and
Whoopie
we
days.
thought we'd better finally finish these off. So we hope you enjoyed, and we hope you have a go, because it's just something different to do as well, because you can't paint pour all the time all year round because of weather sometimes. So
Yeah, exactly.
if
So-
you've got some skins laying around, some plaster, try something different, have some fun.
Alrighty. So, if you've liked that, hit like, share, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell.
Ding ding,
That way you get to see all this crazy stuff as we release it.
and have some fun. That's what art's all about. It's an adventure.
Alright, guys. Till next time. Have fun. Take care.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye for now.
As always, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Have fun with your art.